Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's in some of the Japanese cultures anyway.
God, it just pisses me off. It makes me mad.
Get up, walk away, count to 10.
No, I'm just gonna build a turnout. That's what I'm gonna do. You know,
Yeah, have you seen the videos, Ally?
Not yet,
look
no.
at all this shit that you have.
Like literally, I watched the first video, and like you know when you look at a build, and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty basic, and then it's gonna get boring, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I sat down and I watched 30-hour. I watched the whole hour 15.
Does he have a running commentary or something?
No, it's just in silence.
I decided not to do a voiceover because, first of all, it was going to be a pain in the ass to try to do it. It would take me longer, and I figured, you know what? They can watch me do it, and it's kind of self-explanatory. You know?
Yeah. Like I was just watching him, and like when he was fiddling, I'd skip ahead a little bit, you know, until he was actually doing something because he's like, you know, he's putting it in, taking it out, putting it in, taking it out, and I'm like, all right, I've seen you do that enough, so you tick, tick, tick. All right, now it's doing something different. But yeah, like I watched all the videos, and I think there's only one video I didn't comment on, which I think is video 4, because I watched video 4 and 5 today. Because I woke up this morning, video 4 or something, I'm like, yes, play. And I watched that, and then as soon as I finished watching that, number 5 came up. I'm like, oh yes, play.
Well, that's why you caught me last night at 1 a.m. because I was uploading this thing. It takes 4 freaking hours to upload a 15-minute video.
Wow,
and
you got a very slow connection.
You know, so it's like I wanted to make sure that last one got uploaded, so I was checking on it, and then I saw you on Hangouts, and that's when we talked about doing the beans this morning, and I was like, okay, whatever, we'll do beans. And then I got to do floor. Oh man, I did a sprint yesterday on my bathroom floor because Sheila gets ready to, you know, for work in that bathroom, you know, so that's kind of a routine. You know, everything's in its place, you know, in the bathroom so she can get ready to work. Well, she goes to work yesterday, and it's like run like crazy to get as much. I had to get the wood floor out, the toilet out, demoed out, so that I could lay the tile. I had to get all the tile laid so that I can grout it today because it's got to dry for a whole day before I can grout it. And then the grout's got to dry before I can put the toilet back in. And I've got to have that all done today. I said, I'll have the bathroom down for 2 days.
I was going to say, you said you got an appointment tomorrow with the doctor. Is that for your knees?
Yeah, it's a pre-op for my knee. I'll also have to take a COVID-19 test to make sure I don't have the showstopper before they go into, you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So my cup has good. You said Chinese? They do it.
Japanese.
Oh, arigato. Oh. Yes, now it has value.
Well, actually, that would make sense because, like, do you know how much jewelry I have that I could probably just melt down and repair stuff with?
That's what they do. They, in their culture, like cracked bowls and stuff, they repair it with gold.
Yeah, well, gold's, it's very easy to keep clean. It doesn't tarnish. Yeah. Hey, Steve,
live?
I don't know if you got the email yet.
What email?
He's not looking at the screen.
Are we live? I don't know.
Well, we've been live for like the last 5-10 minutes.
Oh, have we?
Oh shoot! Well,
we're live. Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, Steve. I was gonna say, did you get the email?
No. Well, if I did, I didn't check it. I didn't even feed the dogs yesterday. They're running around going, I want to play. And I'm going, I gotta get the bathroom done. I started at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. I didn't finish getting the tile in until 9 o'clock last night.
Damn. Man on a mission.
I worked straight through. I didn't even eat yesterday.
You like my shirt?
And I can't
Is
see
that your
the shirt.
kids?
Yes, I got Father's Day. I got this. Yeah, I got this for Father's Day this year.
Last year.
Was it last year?
Father's Day is this weekend.
It's my
Oh,
birthday.
is it?
Yes.
Father's Day is my birthday.
Jeez, I am out of it. I've lost all sense of time. I've lost all sense of time. Like the only way I can keep track of what day it is if I have something coming in the post, and I'll be looking at my post up going, it's going to come Wednesday. It's coming Wednesday. What day is it today? Today's Tuesday. So it's going to be coming tomorrow, and then it doesn't come, and I'm like, oh damn, why did it come Wednesday?
Hey Shannon, look, I got four turnouts built.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
You're on fire, Steve.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, the first one that even the first one is okay. I'm sure they'll get better, but.
Oh, how's this? I was reading an article about the postage service here in Victoria because of us being, in lockdown and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
About 30 to 40% of parcels are being redirected to New South Wales for sorting.
For saucy?
Yeah, that's what I read. Because I was supposed to get a delivery today. It's now coming tomorrow, and that's only coming from Burragoon, Bibra Lake. Actually, went to Bibra Lake first.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've been looking at this parcel, which has been in Melbourne for the last 2 weeks, because the article read something along the lines of parcels traveling 1,500 kilometers for no reason.
Yeah, there's I'm still waiting.
That's about 1,100 miles.
The Teesprings, my first Teespring shirt's not going to arrive till the Friday the 4th of September. And it says here, your item may take a little longer to arrive and could be processed in a different location than usual. This is to help ease delays caused by increased volumes and restrictions in Victoria.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing, like, cause we're obviously stuck at home, most of the Victorians. Oh, what were the numbers? It was something like...
And my TCS
that's
is
right.
in New York.
That's right. So compared to last year, the same time last year, usually AusPost sees an increase of about 80 to 90% of parcels coming through their distribution centres.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the stage 4 lockdown, it has gone up to, I think it was something like 170%. It's gone up 170%, and they also had to cut a quarter to a third of their staff in those factories and bunny hop them to have the factories running round the clock. And to keep up the volume, they're sending all, like basically when parcels come into Victoria, they'll literally go, all right, send that truck to New South, send that truck to South Australia, send that truck to the airport to go to WA to have it sorted there.
Well, I've got one here. It says it's coming from TCS in America. It was received by the US Postal Service on the 31st of July. It still says it's in New York as of the 1st of August, and that is the last update I've had. So God knows where that is.
Yeah, it gets confusing.
All right. Is anybody even in chat?
We got Joel's in there.
Hi, Joel.
John.
Which John?
Valley.
Hi, John. I'm going to build a turnout. It's either that or grout my floor. And I'm going to...
Hey, Steve, you know what's the upside?
Do what?
You know how you said you pretty much can make a 10 out of one length of track?
Right.
At this rate, you can make all the turnouts you need, and then you can start buying more jigs, and you can just make an assortment of them and start selling them.
No, it's more fun to make them. I think people should make them. I'm going to start a trend.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, because think of it this way: if you make heaps and sell them, right? You know, even if you just sell it at cost price, you know, don't charge labor, just sell them at cost price or whatever. Like, just think about it. All the nice things you can buy for your railroad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of buying things for your railroad, did you see that link I sent you, Steve?
No, I haven't had a chance to do anything. No.
Cato's bringing out a yellow Santa Fe unit, Bulldog unit.
Who is?
Cato.
They're bringing out a Santa Fe unit.
Yeah, it's I think it's an F3 or an F7.
Yeah, F3, F7 is the same body. It's the F3, F7 war bonnet in the yellow paint scheme.
Yeah.
Oh, the yellow bonnet. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. Which I can't remember because I remember because the reason they have the different color bonnets because the red they wanted to keep for passengers because you know that was their thing, but they didn't want all the other F units to look different, so they changed the color until I think it was like halfway through that color scheme. They just gone bugger it. We're just going to paint them all red. You know, everyone knows who we are. They recognize that scheme. Just go with it.
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if that's the reason why they did it.
Oh, I could have made Claude so jealous, but I missed out by like this much.
Why?
On one of the Discord servers, someone was selling their K36, had it on eBay. I'm like, oh yeah. So I just kept an eye on it. And then literally, if I jumped on Discord like 10 minutes earlier, I would have gotten a K36 HON3 all brass for 200 US.
Hey, that's not bad because those things go for a mint.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I could have bought it, set it up on my table once I got here, and be like, "Hey, Claude, like what I got?" And he'll just be looking at me like, because it was a.
Those things are fidgety though.
Sorry.
They're fiddly. Those brass things. You got to do a lot of work to them to get them to run properly.
See this face?
I need more light.
Does this face look intimidated by such?
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the photos? Actually, have I shown you the photos of the I've forgotten the name. Key brass Challenger I bought?
No.
Can I keep that when that comes here?
Did your camera just freeze, Ali? Because your camera just froze on.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, you're moving again.
I'm moving again?
Yeah. Literally, you said no, and it's just like, no.
Shannon, is this angle okay? Can you see what I'm doing? I can't tell.
Yeah, just move your fat fingers out of the way so I can see what you're doing.
I'm going to give you a finger. You better watch it.
Oh my god. This is a new side of Steve I haven't seen. I love it.
I'm pissed.
He's cranky.
I broke my cup.
He's cranky. He's a cranky old man.
Okay, Steve, look at this. Look at this. See this? It's coming to you. It'll be there in about 3-4 weeks.
Oh, I can't wait.
3-4 months.
No, it's actually quicker to send to the States than it is to receive from the States.
Hey, I've got your package all done. It's in my truck. I got to fill out the paperwork, and I'll get it out tomorrow.
What was the cost? Shit,
I don't know.
I have to call the bank. I forgot I have to call the bank.
I don't know. I won't know till tomorrow, till I get it.
Yeah, because I'm almost thinking of because I got to call the bank tomorrow to double check because from what I was reading, I don't know if I was reading the right page, but it looks like if I send money to you, every time I send money to you, I have to pay a $30
Tax
conversion fee.
What the hell is that?
Can't you
basically
just
$30 for them to convert it from Aussie dollars to US dollars?
Can't you just mail? Can't you just mail me like Stop talking. Can you just mail me a mail order or a cashier's check or something like that? I mean, I don't know what's the easiest way to do it.
It'll be easier to do it to transfer it over the internet, because if I send you a money order, by the time it gets to you, the exchange rates would have changed, and like I might be giving you more money, I might be giving you a lot less money.
Don't give me less. Mama will be mad. Don't
exactly.
Give me less. I get in trouble. I'm in trouble already.
Hey, William, and yes, your locomotive is in here in a separate box.
Hi, Bill.
Actually, if anything, I'm just going to hold this up to the screen. Will, write down that tracking number. I'll leave it there for a little bit, but write down that tracking number. Let me know once you've written it down.
If you say it out loud, Shannon, it's easier for him to write it down.
True. Okay. L for Larry, K for King, 100 152 998, A for Apple, U for Unicorn.
I think everybody should build turnouts. We should start.
William, I'm on my phone.
We should start a turnout club.
Okay, I'll send you an email, Will. But yeah, it's on its way. So I'll give you the tracking number as well. Steve gets email updates because I got his email. So as soon as it arrives at his door, you'll know, and then you can go, Steve.
Mail it.
Alan. Wait, hang on. Oh wait, it is Alan and Steve, isn't it?
What?
That little furry thing that's like, you know the meme that goes, Alan.
That's right.
Wait, no, it's not Alan.
It's Steve.
Steve.
What?
That's that. What's the name of that video? Because they do all the voiceovers for all these animals,
Yeah.
and
Nighttime.
they do a whole video on it.
Nighttime. Everyone's looking at us like idiots.
Well, that's the one where they
Including the wife.
they make the joke about the drunk giraffe. You know, the drunk giraffe walks into a bar and falls over, and one of the other guys at the bar goes, "Oi, what's that lion there?" And the guy behind the bar says, "That's no lion, that's a giraffe."
Oh God!
Come on, Steve, that was funny.
That was funny. Why is every funny joke? It's like, hey, this guy walks into a bar.
Because that's how all good jokes start.
Everything. Yep. This guy walks into a bar and. Yep.
Make sure it's dry when you put it away.
Hi,
We get to
Chris.
add, you don't get to ask.
Hang on. No, because I tried to add, and you said, no, you never said that. And I went, yes, I did. And you go, no, I didn't.
No,
Tea and toast.
I wasn't even talking about that. But I'm not allowed to add. You're not allowed to add.
What was
I'm
that?
having a quarrel.
I can hear the quarrel, but
Yeah.
I thought I heard my name, so I'm worried now.
Tea and toast. Tea and toast.
This is a
Ray
whole lot
Bobo,
more.
hello.
Who?
Ray Bobo.
Hey, Ray.
Unbelievable.
I win.
I wish Jerry Satarelli would get on, because he actually made a comment on one of the videos about everything you need to build these. I could tell him.
Hang on. Who jumped what now? Huh?
Jerry Satarelli made a comment on one of the videos that I should tell what all the supplies and stuff you need to build these things.
Yeah. Actually, who makes the jig again? I can't remember.
Well, this one is Blue Ridge Tracks.
That's it. That's all I wanted to know.
It was a guy that Claude steered me to, because fast tracks are made of aluminum and they are expensive. They are like it depends on the jig, but the one I wanted was going to be like $120.
Okay, how do you spell Blue Ridge? Is it BLUERIDGE or?
Yeah, it's two words. Blue Ridge, RIDGE, tracks, TRAX.
Oh, X.
And the guy's name is Rob. Super nice guy, because we cut this one, because I was figuring I could do a crossing, a crossover, and all that good stuff. And if you look really close, it's just like a maze of things. And I told him for the first guy, he's it's like too much. So he cut me this one. And all he did was charge me postage. And a super nice guy. He's retired. He just does this, kind of as a hobby. And it's a composite. Fast Tracks makes it in a really nice, aluminum. But they look nice, but they are expensive. This is just, I think it's just a composite or something. It's really durable. And it solders well. It holds, and it was half the price. I think it was like $65 or something for that.
I'm looking it up. N scale's 56.
56. So, well, and the other thing too is he made number 4s and number 6s, but all my Atlas stuff that I'm replacing are number 5s. And so he custom made that. It's he made a number 5, cut it to micro engineering rail.
Oh my God! He doesn't do code 80. Not happy.
He could probably do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much these are.
The guy is super nice. He'll do whatever you want. I'm sure he can make it.
What? He's got a track joining jig.
And he steered me to a guy also. He does it in his yard. These PC ties. This guy cuts them in strips. It's Clover House, and that's where I get the PC ties from. Another super nice guy. They're cheaper than Fast Tracks. The only place I found the filing jigs is Fast Tracks. And these, they're nice. Look at the quality of this. These these are nice. You're upstaging me.
Sorry, Steve. Ray just came out with a really nice joke.
Oh, okay. What's the joke? I want to hear.
It goes, I was attacked by a group of mimes. They did unspeakable things to me.
Really?
Oh, come on, Crystal. You can't say you don't find that funny.
That is funny.
I don't know if you're laughing at the joke or you're laughing at the stupidity of me laughing at it. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I can't.
So in other words, we're all going to have to try harder, are we, honey?
I don't know where to put this camera so you can see what I'm doing.
No, we can see what you're doing. Don't touch the camera.
Don't touch the camera. Oh, okay. Well, I got to file this thing.
And it's running really well today too, Steve.
That's because I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
Hey, Joe, we literally just jumped on and were like... Actually, can someone explain what happened this morning? Because I still can't comprehend it.
I was half asleep, too.
Don't look at me.
You come on. You decide when we're going to do beans. You don't check with anybody and see if we're busy. All of a sudden, it pops up that we're doing beans, and it's like, well, some of us can't just,
Yeah,
anyway,
well, at this rate, I'm doing the beans today, and I'm doing the beans tomorrow, so...
Well,
Ray Bobel, he came up with another joke.
Oh my God, Ray!
Must be a good one.
I was attacked by 6 dwarves. Not happy. Come on, that's good.
Oh man.
Okay. Have you heard the plethora joke?
Oh God.
Have you heard the plethora joke?
The what joke?
The plethora joke.
What
It's a funeral joke.
A what joke?
It's a funeral joke. It's a bit long, but it's a funny play on words. My brother.
Hang on. Wait, before you do that, I'm gonna get a piece of paper because I've got to write these down. These are gold. These are gold. Oh God.
I'm not happy. No, anyway, this filing jig, Claude sent me this. It's a number 4, but it actually works for number 5. Uh-oh, have to go let the cat in.
Cat's already in. I'm right here.
Oh.
All right, Shannon.
Actually, can you imagine? What's this? Actually, hang on. I have to think what the guy's name is again.
Hey, Pussycat.
That's Daisy. That's Daisy.
Hello, Daisy. Hello, Pussycat.
What was that song from the 60s? Who did that? Pussycat, Pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do.
Pussycat, Pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do.
Hey, Ali.
Yo.
What was that puppet's name that was on the kids' cartoon shows?
Aggro.
Ray Bobel and Aggro together.
Oh, yes. Have you seen some of the ones where some of the outtakes that they did with him?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? There was when me and Crystal got married, she was part of those Facebook groups where they get wedding ideas and stuff like that, and they say, hey, we had our wedding, da-da-da. This guy, someone in his family, it was either like his uncle or his mum or his dad or whoever, they're actually good friends with the puppeteer. So for the reception, they had Aggro as the guy that was running the whole thing.
DMC.
Yeah, that's it. Can you imagine that?
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
I'll get him.
Hi.
Right, I want to tell my joke.
Tea toast to half done. The butter and
Oh, that's someone putting half the dishes away there. No, you didn't meet up to the full deal. I'm not going to meet to the full deal.
You do that really well, Steve.
That's because I've had cats all my life.
I only grew up with one cat, but I've met a lot of cats, and cats are always friendly to me. I don't know why. I'm always make friends with cats.
Did you? I've never ever owned a cat though. Never owned one.
So whose cat is that one that you just let in?
Oh, that's Daisy. No, they own us. Cats own people. We don't own them. Cats are here because they want to be. They will leave if they don't like it. Dogs are different.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Dogs need attention.
Yeah. They need people. This is
He wakes up.
Honey, I did nothing. I swear it's not my fault.
Johnny things now.
not my fault. Sounds
Shannon,
like
you shrunk.
I did.
you sound like Han Solo. It's not my fault. Okay.
It was 12 parsecs, not 14.
How big is a parsec?
I don't know if it's actually ever mentioned in any of the Star Wars lore.
Actually, talking about speed, does anyone know how fast a jiffy is?
I don't think that's a standard unit of measurement either.
Actually, it is. Because you know how everyone says, I'll be back in a jiffy?
Yeah.
It is an actual unit of measurement.
How long is a jiffy?
One jiffy is the distance a lightning bolt takes... A jiffy is the distance a lightning bolt travels in 1 second.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So when someone says they're going to be back in a jiffy, they've got to be faster than lightning.
Wow. Interesting.
Hey, Steve, Shannon's eating.
As long as he's not eating chips.
Oh, gross, Shannon.
What? I thought you liked seeing train wrecks.
I don't like this soldering iron. I'm gonna try this one. I don't know if this is gonna work. I like the cheap one I got.
As long as it's got a fine tip, you should be right.
Well, this one didn't, and I ground it down to a point, and now it doesn't like to work real well.
Yeah, you probably ground
Hang on,
it
is it
down.
a copper tip or a steel tip?
Hell, I don't know.
When you ground it down, was it copper color or silver?
I think it was copper.
Okay. If it was a silver tip, if you ground it down and it looked silver, you're in trouble.
I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the other one.
Want a cookie? Do we have cookies?
The points are the trickiest. The frog points are the trickiest. Yeah, see, I don't like this soldering iron. I'm gonna get the other one.
Now, Bill's saying that a parsec was in the guide of Star Wars.
Well, they had parsecs in Star Trek too.
Did they?
Yes.
On the
'Cause
weekend.
I remember Ensign Chekhov mentioning parsecs a lot.
Ah. Speaking of red shirts, we had a family reunion. 70 years of Kelly's owning the farm up in WA, and Shannon, that is very distracting.
It's a good thing I can't see it.
Anyway, we bought shirts, strawberry all-star shirts, and some were red and some were white, and I made the joke about, the red shirts always die first.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. If somebody showed up on Star Trek, it's like, yep, they're going to die.
Yeah, they're going to die. They're red shirts. They're going to die.
But I think Scotty wore red shirts before, so I don't know if that's true.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
How about, he's dead, Jim? How many times did he say that in that show?
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. I'm a doctor, not an escalator. Okay, is this thing hot yet? This one takes forever to heat up.
Now we won't tell Mum, will we?
See that this this one works better. Okay.
You can't prove it.
You know, this is hard to do and have you be able to see it too. That's the problem. Because I'm left-handed too. That doesn't help.
Yeah, I find that's a bit funny when I have to do a bit of soldering and I've got to swap hands with the soldering iron because of where I'm trying to get at. I find that really tricky.
Yeah, these points are they're easy to solder, but you got to get them lined up just right. And then you got to file them. Okay, that worked better. Cool off. And these fast tracks are really heavy, so they make nice weights. Because they probably weigh, I don't know.
They're probably made out of stainless steel, Steve.
I don't know what they are because you file on. They're really hard because you file on them. You know, you got to be careful that you don't go at an angle because you can goof them up. But as long as you keep the file flat and don't go at an angle, it's pretty good. But yeah, Claude loaned these to me. Claude's a nice guy. I like Claude.
Yeah, Claude's good.
I want to have a beer with Claude someday. He's going to come out to Oregon on vacation in a couple of years when his wife retires.
I'll have to make a trek over to see you guys sometime too.
Yes, you should.
I was hoping to, do it next year for the Train Mountain Triangle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, I've got no more holidays left.
Well, now the triennial's not until 2021 because of the showstopper. Because it takes them a year to plan it, and they weren't sure what was going to happen, so they postponed it till next year. Pissed me off. Okay. Now, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. That's the point. And then you just want to kind of clean it up a little bit because that's got to sit flat in a jig, which is like that. So see, that fits perfect. So what? So then you set that aside until you need it, and then you take the closure rails, which are right here. I cut my two, and I got to get rid of this sticky flux. I got to order some flux from Fast Tracks because this is old stuff and it's gooey.
Yeah, that stuff's hard to use.
Oh man, I hate this.
Right,
Okay. Now you do the closure rails. The first one I did the not the closure rails, the stock rails. Ugh. Okay.
Stock rails, closure rails, it's all jargon to me.
Okay, the stock rails are the outs here. Look on the jig. I don't know if you see that.
The one that goes all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the main line track, the go through. That's a good one. This is the stock rails are the outside. The closure rails go from the frog to the points of the switch.
They're the moving things.
Those are the closure rails. So that's
and the check rails are the ones that are on either side of the frog, correct?
The what rails? What's that?
The ones that hold the wheels against the.
Oh, I just I don't know the technical word for those, honestly.
Oh, okay. I thought they were called check rails. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've never heard that, but it could be. And then you mark from where the closure rail point hits the stock rail. You have to mark that with a marker so that you don't file any more than you need, because you have to And this is actually the hard part of doing it, because Fast Tracks makes a jig just like this for filing the stock rail. It fits in. It fits in, and then you can hit the stock rail and file it. But it's almost $80 to do that. Claude didn't have one, and because they're expensive, and you can do. I'm going to get a 1-inch belt sander. Harbor Freight's got them for $30, and then you can hit it with a belt sander. But in the meantime, I do it the hard way, is just to find where the points are going to meet, cut off the web of the rail, that's the bottom that sits on the ties. That's called the web.
What are we going to do about this?
Doing that way, is that going to come up uneven?
Huh?
If you're doing it that way, Steve, is that going to come up uneven?
No. Because what you want to do is you want to file the web of the rail even with the head of the rail, and then cut it a little bit more. So when the point meets, when you close the point and it hits the stock rail, it actually goes in a little bit.
No, he's not. No, he doesn't.
What the hell's wrong with you, kid?
He doesn't like that.
You need to mute yourself, Shannon.
Yeah, you interrupted Steve again.
Yeah. It's hard to talk when you're making noise, Shannon. I'm
not making noise. He's making noise.
More angry than when I broke my cup.
And that's pretty angry.
And that was pretty angry. Oh, yeah. Man, broke my cup. But anyway, you want to file the web of the rail even with the top of the rail. And then underneath a little bit more. Because what you want is when the points meet the
I'm looking at you like it's
stock rail, you want them to be as fluid as you can.
And he's not going to go to sleep.
Okay. So then you go and I need a light.
Get this
I was just thinking, because you haven't got a jig there, does that,
tomorrow and Saturday as well.
when you're filing, do you have to try and make it so it's even all the way along? Or
See what happens.
What do you mean?
Just try and go to sleep.
like
Turn all the lights
where
off.
you filed it, because if you only file it in one place and then you file next to it, it's going to come up bumpy, isn't it?
No, I file it from where the point meets to
Are they over there?
where the closure rail
Too late now.
is pretty much separated from the stock rail. So when they come together, they'll be. So that's
Tomorrow.
and it comes out in inch scale. It's about an inch, and that's honestly that's the hardest part.
Is he?
I think if you had a jig,
Yeah, I can see that, but is he trying
it would make it
to
easier? Okay, so
say,
that one's done.
go to bed, Mum? Or...
Geez, that was quick.
So I think I can solder that.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to solder that one. God, I got solder all over. I got flux all over myself. Okay. Because I spilled this thing yesterday, and now I got flux all over the side of it. Okay, then you get your little, and actually the Fast Tracks flux is not gooey. It's easier to work with. And so what I do is I so far figured out, get it flat in the jig. I'm going to solder the outside right there.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. Let's see. So now, let's see. Let's see. And then
Are you using a high temp or low temp melt solder there?
I have no idea what it is. It's solder that I had from my dad.
Did you say from your dad?
Yeah, it's a rosin core.
So it'll be silver and tin.
Okay, so now this is not working. I gotta get more
But
forks on this.
actually, if it's a resin core, they are a bit harder to use.
It's a rosin core.
Yeah. They're a bit harder to use when you're doing like brass work. You need just a solid core.
Wait, this is being a bugger this morning. There. Ah! I know. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put this weight on here. There. I think that. Let me see. I think that went. Let's cite that down. I'm not happy with the way that one went, but okay.
But that's the beauty about soldering is you can always unsolder it and move it if you're not happy.
Actually, you know, that's with this. Once you get all these things soldered together, because I screwed up yesterday. If you watch the video, I had to unsolder one of the closure rails because when I got it all soldered, the points didn't match, and it's like, oh crap! And I had to unsolder it. If you've got one joint to undo, that's fine. But if you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to undo. Oh, that's not so easy.
Oh, okay.
Because you unsolder one and move to the next one, and it just cools. So it doesn't work very well. Okay.
Ah, so the heat doesn't really travel down it very well.
No, so that it doesn't work really. Yeah, because Claude made it sound really, just unsolder it. Sure. Yeah, not that easy. Let's see.
What do you think of my video and photos chasing that light engine down from Mingy to Perth?
Are you talking to me? If you're talking to me, Allie, I didn't see it. Because like I said, yesterday I was uploading video and doing tile. I didn't get a chance to even get on anything to look at it. Nothing.
I posted it on Monday.
Oh. Then I have no excuse.
Jesus, honey, what are you doing?
Sweeping.
You're sweeping or he's sweeping?
Isn't it fun?
Okay. Now I did the outside. Now I do the inside.
Go elsewhere if it's too loud.
Oh, I just muted it.
In my Garrett meme, which Shannon thought was hilarious.
I got to catch up on videos. I have.
Oh, what did I find hilarious?
Garrett meme.
Not many people get it unless they've seen the movie.
Yeah, what?
The Lego movie.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
I did watch Wilmer's 100th episode. That was pretty.
Oh, I
cool.
watched that.
Oh, what? I missed it. I have to go back and find it.
Yeah, 100, not bad.
That's right. He had all his family running around saying, "Not bad."
Even people from his church.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. I just dropped my soldering iron. Okay. So now I've got that rail done. Now I'm going to file. Too much stuff. Now I'm going to do the stock rail on this side.
Oh wait, isn't today community roundhouse?
I can't hear you.
Isn't today community roundhouse?
I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with community roundhouse. John, maybe you can fill us in. Are you guys still doing that?
Well, I think they had technical difficulties or something.
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard. They were having some sort of technical difficulties with the show.
Well, I thought it was going to be this week.
Yeah, it's usually Wednesdays. So, John, if you can confirm or deny that, let us know. So then, everyone else knows kind of deal. Sorry, I'm kind of muting and unmuting myself constantly because Andreas has decided to do some sweeping.
Oh.
Some destruction.
That happens. I'm going to come up with a better way to file these stock rails because I don't like this.
Looks like they file fairly easily.
Yeah, it files easy, but I need something more uniform. Because see, if I got that little belt sander, then I can just hit and file that real quick. And I can do a bunch of this. I can cut them off and do a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, haven't you ever filed nickel silver, Ally?
I've never needed to.
Really?
I mean, I'll score it a little bit so I can solder rail joins and stuff, but that's about it.
Nah, the nickel silver that you find that they make flex track out of, and what they use stock rail like what Steve's doing to do, hand laid turnouts and hand laid truck. It's quite good, but it's also very soft and really easy to file when you need to. It's just the trick to it is to try and actually hold it still because it wants to twist out of shape, bend, and everything. Like sometimes you're a bit too rough, you end up bending it upwards or downwards, or it'll be cockeyed and.
Oh, and because then when you file the web off, it gets really thin.
Yeah, anyway, so John was saying Community Roundhouse for August is cancelled. The next one will be September 9th at 6 p.m. on Cousin Vinny's channel, BNSF 6951.
Gotcha.
Right, gotcha. Thanks, John.
Bye.
Thanks, John. And you want to also make sure that when you solder this, you want to make sure you don't do what I did.
Which is?
Which I was just telling you, don't do this, and I did it. Where you file the stock rail, the web, you want to make sure that it's on this side of the throw bar. So that means I have to pull this out. Oh, it's fun to see me screw up. Let me pull this out. Okay. I've got to file this stock rail further down because I don't want to unsolder it. That was really dumb. That's what happens when I talk and I can't. Okay, let's see. This is not going to be easy.
Are we distracting you with our questions?
No, it's just me doing something stupid. Well, this is only the 5th one I've built, and so I'm learning with each one. I'm surprised that they're even usable, truthfully.
So the other 4 that you've made, they're all, you've run a bogey through them and they all run fine?
Yeah. I even, on all of them, I've got the snap, these little, they're the little, I
Snaps.
don't know if you can see it, little gizmos that
Yeah,
go
yeah.
between.
The snap spring.
Yeah, and they work.
Oh, cool.
So I saw a guy do it with HO on YouTube, and I figured, well, maybe I can do it with N.
Oh yeah, well if you look at how Pico do it, it's pretty much the same thing. But the only difference is they model the plastic so the spring fits in the plastic, and it's a very similar shape as well.
The nice thing too is you can take this out of the jig and you can put it back in. So that's what I did. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good because then you can actually inspect it up close and go, did that solder properly? Do I need to push it down more?
Right. I'm gonna file that a little bit more like that. But no, I kind of agree with what Claude says. You've got to have, this is also something you've kind of got to enjoy doing. Otherwise, if you're building you got to enjoy building them because they're a lot of work, but they're fun too. Let's see. Okay.
How do I make that big? Oh,
there, that's better. Okay, I like that. Now, weight that down. These make good weights. Okay, weight that down. Make sure it is good. Okay.
Right. That's stupid. Ah, that's better.
No lollies.
So what happens when he goes through a growth spurt, honey?
Yeah, he wants lollies. He wants lollies.
Give him carbs. Something high in carbs.
Yeah, that'll knock him out.
Bread.
I offered him bread before. And you offered him bread too.
Biscuits.
I offered him a biscuit.
What's he want?
A lolly.
What do you mean,
Just
a
get some
lolly?
gravy.
He wants a red frog.
I got red frogs.
Actually, no, that might work. It might knock him out.
Well, it'll make him go hyper for about 10 minutes, but then it'll knock him out.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, give him 1 or 2. Let him really hype up and then let him drop.
He'll just hit the wall like that.
You know what I mean? Because Ali's agreeing, like, basically we'll push him up the roller coaster till he peaks, and then just watch him go and plummet.
How's that go again, Shannon?
Maybe against the head.
The part that's into the head is only gets the head.
He only ever gets the head. He never gets a full.
That just went over your head.
Oh, that better not go.
No. Well, the way you answered it sounded like it went over your head. Honey, can I have your water bottle? I'm thirsty. It's like right there. I can see it right behind you.
No, it's mine. My water bottle. Steve, what's on that little pointy thing that you put on just before? That, like, it looks like a little mini cotton wool swabber thing.
Oh, that's the flux.
Oh, that's flux. Right.
That's my gooey flux that I
Don't you
don't
know
like.
that
That's all I have.
Yeah, to think I got an old tin of flux that I got from my granddad before he passed away. And it's the really, really good corrosive stuff. Good for brass.
Well, that's the other thing. I need a good acid flux too, and
Yeah.
I don't think this is it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's that kind of old school flux where you put it on and you use it when you're working on the job. Once you finish with the job, you clean it straight off. You leave it there for a few days. Like,
It goes blue.
no, it eats. It eats. Like, I remember when I used to dip my soldering iron into it to clean the soldering iron. I got 2 months out of a tip because the tip just deteriorated into nothing.
Speaking of which, I think my tip just disappeared into.
I was using one for on carrots.
Ah!
I
Oh,
thought Steve just flipped the table.
Oh, that was good. Hang on a second, man. I just tipped everything over and I dumped my tripod in my flux jar.
Yeah. Hang on. What were you saying,
my
Ali?
God.
Sorry.
I was saying I used one, and I'm not sure what type it was, but I think it was the DCC Concepts one. And a couple of days later, everything went a bluey green colour.
What were you soldering?
That was brass. I was using.
Yeah. The brass was oxidizing.
Yeah.
Because when brass starts to corrode, it's almost similar to. No, actually, no. It is the same as copper because it's made out of copper and tin.
I think my soldering iron died. No, maybe not. Oh, it came unplugged. That's what happened.
Big oops from Steve there.
Oh, there we go.
Actually, Steve, you know what would actually make that a lot easier for you to solder?
Oh, it's easy. I didn't realize my soldering iron came unplugged, and all of a sudden it's like, this isn't soldering.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what will make it a lot easier and quicker for you to solder, if it takes its time, is using a chisel tip instead of a pointed tip.
A chisel tip. Oh, really?
Yeah, because when you solder brass locomotives, you use pointed tips, chisel tips, use like 3 or 4 different tips.
Oh. Well.
And then for the bit,
I'm going to have to get a better soldering iron because this one isn't really it. I'm not real hip with it.
Yeah, I usually find when it comes to soldering, as long as you've got all the right tools, it's so much easier than trying to do it with,
Oh, yeah.
picking up the wrong tools or trying to make do with other tools.
I'm a mechanic. I make do with what I've got. If I don't have it, I make it.
I'm kind of with you, Shannon, on that one. It's because I'm cheap.
Yeah. No, it's not that we're cheap. It's just that mechanics is like, I don't have time to go shopping. I need it now.
Well, for example, flux, when I was first learned to solder, I wasn't using flux. And then I discovered it. Oh my God, this is so much easier.
Now I'm going to file the points. Get that out of the way. And this is nicely marked so that you know which way it goes.
Trust me, I'm an engineer. I think I'll put this thing right here. Trust me, I'm an engineer with epic skills and epic gear. Trust me, I'm an engineer.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm an engineer. Oh, I think I'm out of here.
So you don't remember Popeye, do you? Or you never watched Popeye?
No.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
You don't remember, or you haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it in years, but I did watch it.
You've never watched it. My wife has never watched Popeye the Sailor Man.
With the spinach.
I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach.
That's it.
I'm fucked by the face. Oh, don't even go there.
Hey, Olive!
Alice, wasn't it? Alice was
No, his girlfriend was named Olive.
No, it's like, well,
oh.
blow me down.
And then there was Tintin.
Oh yeah, Tintin. They made a movie about that recently, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I'm not a fan of it.
It's not the same as the original.
Nah.
It's-
And then there was also the remake of Astro Boy.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad, I think.
Too bad. Astro Boy's father was partially the good guy. If you actually watch the original series, he like the start of the series and the movie is the same. You know, there's a big massive accident and Astro Boy's father recreates him. But what happens is he gets so hellbent or whatever that he's the protagonist in the series. And then later on in the series, you find out the way he designed Astro Boy is the machinery he put into Astro Boy is constantly evolving and adapting to the conditions and constantly going up to the next level, up and up and up and up and up. Because Astro Boy's father always kept creating robots to push him.
Who did I grow up with?
Tintin was too politically correct in the books. That's what Leslie says.
You know, if everything is politically correct, how did we all grow up to be normal watching the stuff that we did?
Oh, you should have heard some of the stories my mum and dad came out with on the weekend, and my cousins and all the stuff that they used to get up to. They said that they were so strict and harsh on us because they knew what they got up to, so they wouldn't let us get up to the same things.
Well, how did we end up becoming adults? We drank out of the garden hose. We rode our bikes without helmets. We didn't have seat belts. We rode in the back of a station wagon backwards.
Yeah, I miss those days.
I mean,
Mind you, I was born in the generation where we didn't know the whole not needing to wear seatbelts.
It's like, how did we survive?
The one thing that annoys me, like, I can understand why in regards to safety and all that, I understand all that, but the whole having a child sitting in a child seat till they're 12.
It's because of how seatbelts work. There's a reason behind that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I understand the theory behind it, but I remember when I was younger, and they still sell them. It's a thing that latches over the seatbelt, which actually pulls this part of the seatbelt down at a lower angle. So then you can use it on kids, normally without a booster seat.
Yeah, they probably don't make those anymore, though.
Then explain to the ones I see on eBay. Andreas, do not eat my toes.
But they're so yummy.
Andreas, my toenails are sharp. Do not play with them. Yes, I'm talking to you, buddy.
Also, I need a really good light so I can see.
He's playing with my feet. I don't know why.
Because they're on the rail.
Yeah, I was a mama's boy until I was like 16.
Oh, Baba.
You're right.
I wouldn't miss that.
Yeah, I still remember I was about 15 or 16 years. No, I was about 15 when I was allowed to ride up to the end of the road. And if I was gone for more than 10 minutes, Mum would get in the car, chase me down, and I'll be like, "Oh no, I'm in trouble."
Yeah, I was in the same boat with my dad. I was raised by my dad, and because we lived on a busy street, we weren't allowed to go on the street. We had to ride on the footpath.
Well, my dad was a firefighter, and he was gone a lot, and so I was scared of my mom.
Yeah, nothing like a mother scorn.
Oh man, sweet, love my mom, but boy, don't piss her off.
I think that's most of our mums. I mean,
Oh my God.
Oh, even my mum at work, they refer to her as Dragon Lady. She's a scary woman. Even to this day, I still hear her in my head, you know, elbows off the table, that sort of stuff. Don't talk with your mouth full.
elbows off the table. That's military.
No, it's not.
Well, she was a reservist.
Honey,
It's not fitting.
it is military.
Oh, I
No,
love military.
No, it's not that military. Have you not seen The Dish?
Did you see what I'm doing?
Ooh. Aerotrain.
Yeah, I'm selling it.
Why are you selling it?
I bought it. I've run it for 3 hours after I installed DC sound in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I haven't ran it since. I've taken it out of the box twice, or 3 times. First time to put the decoder in it, second time to run it aloud, and the third time was when I ran it at an exhibition. And that was when it did most of out of those 3 hours of runtime, which was like, I think it only ran for an hour, and then I parked it. Still has everything. Still has all the little bags and the parts.
Oh,
Like, you look at the wheels. The wheels have,
you're my eyes.
like, you can see the track marks on them, but you have to really look for it.
Wow.
In the movie The Dish, there's a scene where the wife of the mayor keeps reminding them to keep their elbows off the table. She just makes this little elbows. Because they're all sitting at the table like this. You know, the Americans have come over to view the dish and, you know, man's first steps on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a good Aussie movie, that one. Highly recommend seeing it. Sam Neill, a lot of Aussie actors in that too. But it was just funny, this scene with the wife of the mayor, you know, elbows. And my mum does it all the time. She was doing it long before we saw that movie.
What is all that?
Everything from the keyboard.
What is awesome? Joe, what are you talking about? Yes, Leslie agrees. He was brought up with not putting elbows on the table.
I was don't talk with your mouth full.
Yeah. I got that one too.
Yep. My dad was a fireman, like I said. His idea, funny, was, pass the butter. He'd pass it, you grab the dish, and he'd shove the butter in your thumb. That was his idea of fun. It's like, okay.
That's a weird sense of humor, but okay.
Okay, that's what I get. Firehouse humor, I guess.
Hmm.
I guess Joe G would understand that. Okay, I've got one closure rail Mhm.
Our back on track email finally got its first bit of spam. This is what it reads. Hello. Our company, Leicester Shop, would like to offer your cooperation. I am a partner of several products for athletes, gamers, and ordinary people. For example, bodybuilding supplements. These are dietary supplements commonly used by bodybuilding, weightlifting, mixed martial arts, and athletic professionals to help increase lean body mass.
Yep, that's just what we need.
Should I
Yes.
email? Okay, the people that are in chat, what should I reply to them back? I want to reply to them something along the lines of, that's related to model railroading.
What do you mean?
Ooh, we'll turn two of my consolidations into an AC-12? Will it convert a Challenger into a big boy?
What about your two consolidations into a Garrett? Just put them back to back.
Yeah, let's work with this.
Yeah, that's right, Leslie. Hello, Bernard C. Elbows off the table. You seat the ladies first because guys pull off the chair for them. Pull out the chair for them, I think is what he meant. And they'll push them in to the table. Yeah, my mum got onto me for slouching too, Crazy Joe. Yeah, I think Shannon and I are quite content here watching Steve.
Oh. I'll have to watch the replay.
Email sent.
If you reply to the spam,
Do you know how much fun you can have with spam if you just piss them off? Literally. Okay.
I do that with telemarketers.
I have watched James Veach reply to spam.
Yes, I was like thinking, hang on, who's the guy? Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
James Veach. He did a dead talk. And he did one where he replied to a wrong number.
Yeah. It's like 3-step plan to renovate your house. Step 1, take all the windows out. Step 2, take all the walls out. Step 3, tile the whole house.
It was remove all the inner walls so it all became a bathroom.
Yeah.
And then isolated the overheating towel rail.
Yeah. And also, the
me.
gifts with the cold air coming in, hot air going out.
Hey, if
I
you were
love the
buying,
ending of that one though. He's like, oh, I'm interrupting Steve again.
oh no, I was no,
Yeah.
I had a weird thought. You were talking
What?
about
Can I get
houses
behind
and
you,
stuff.
please?
If you were buying a house and it was
It'll
being
take like
built,
30 seconds.
this is my daughter sent me this morning. I mean, they've got a 2-story, 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. It's their greenhouse that's being built. Wouldn't you do a walkthrough while the house is being built? I think that would be normal. They do their final walkthrough yesterday. They're moving into the house. The 5th bedroom is a loft. It's not a bedroom. So they have to add a wall, a door, a closet. Now, wouldn't you think that you would do a walkthrough of your house?
That would be on the plan.
It's like, what?
Hang on, I missed all that. I heard something about a house and there's missing a whole room.
Yeah, they instead of a bedroom, it's a loft. It's like, how do you do that?
What's the? Actually, no. That was like my sister's when my sister bought her house. She bought one of those land and home packages. And anyway, after they did the land and after they finished building the house, they're like, "Do you want to, sign off on the house?" And she's like, "No, I'm gonna get a third party company to go come and inspect the house." First thing, as soon as you walk in through the door, okay, it's the hallway. The hallway goes straight through the center of the house. So you got access to the whole house. Like you get to the end, it's like the dining room, living area, and the kitchen, and then obviously got the bedrooms and the lounge rooms either side. Anyway, you look at the hallway, and so the whole hallway had to be redone. Half the brickwork wasn't done properly. The gas wasn't connected. What else?
I mean, if I was having my house built, I'd be there every day making sure they're doing it right.
No, where my sister was living at the time when she bought the house, because it was a home and land package. It takes about almost 2 hours to get there from where she was living, and now she lives there.
And the problem also is they kick you off the site because it's a work site. That's why if you're building a house for you, as soon as they can lock it up, they'll put a fence up around and everything, because it's not only you they want to keep out, they want to keep out vandals as well.
Or opportunity.
Okay.
Opportunistic.
Closure rails are done. Now I am going. Wait a minute, I got to solder that one.
Because my brother's building a house right now, and he's almost up to the initial inspection, which is they go around and, you guys left a mark on that wall, you need to fix that. Oh, you missed a tile in that corner, that sort of thing.
Get a third party, because the inspectors, the actual home and land package people or the builders actually usually, look after him. Make sure he hires a third party that's got no ties to the company at all. Because my sister, as I said, she spent like, I don't know how much that cost, but she said it was worth the money because she's like, here's the keys, go inspect the house, let me know what's wrong.
Stuff that you wouldn't normally find.
2 days it took the person to inspect the house, and it was something like a 200-page assessment. 200 pages of 200 pages of them assessing it with photos, and there was just a lot of the work, like brickwork not right, different colored bricks, concrete not done properly, walls that are, as I said, like the hallway, it's meant to be a straight hallway, and it wasn't like you open the door and you had to really look at the hallway to see the walls curving. No, you just open the door and it's whoa. As I said, there was no, the gas wasn't connected, and then they said, sorry, it's not our problem, it's the gas company's problem. She called the gas company, sorry, there's no gas line there. So she ended up digging up her own yard, taking photos, and goes, what do you call that? That is a gas line. I should know because I work for a utility company. So, yeah, like it took like 3 to 4 months for the builders to either A, refund the money to fix the issues, or B, strip apart all the mistakes and redo them. Like there was even light fixtures not installed properly, power points put in dumb spots. The whole house was meant to be done with Ethernet. They forgot to do the Ethernet.
What's that?
The blue, the blue cable that you connect onto your computer that goes in the back of the modem?
Oh, Ethernet. Oh, speaking
Yeah,
of
we say Ethernet.
Oh. Well, that's not my fault you can't talk.
Yeah, so they forgot to install the Ethernet, so they had to get the electrician out. So when they were redoing the walls, the electrician was rewiring the house, so all the Ethernet was put into the house.
I know that's one thing Ian did check was all the PowerPoints, because as part of the package, they only give you single slot, like single point PowerPoints, and he doubled all of them.
Yeah.
He made them all doubles. He had to pay extra for it, but he said totally worth it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, honey, did Ash text us that thing, or did she email it to us?
I don't know. That was 2-3 years ago.
Oh, that was a group. That was in the group chat, wasn't it?
One of the group chats. Do you know how many there are?
I'll find it.
Alright. So we wanted?
Found it. Well, I know which group it was. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, it was in that group.
This turnout's taking longer than the other ones did.
Is that because we were talking?
Oh no, I don't know. I think I don't know. Ouch, that's hot.
Yep. Don't touch the metal bit.
Well, my soldering iron's kind of being a dork. I'm gonna have to get a new one. I'm not liking this. Okay, let's see now. It's not getting hot enough for some reason.
It hasn't been unplugged again, has it?
What's that?
You haven't unplugged it again, have you?
No, it's still in. That was a mess. That was a train wreck. Okay. Oh, I gotta close my closure there. There it is.
I regret this.
Okay.
Have kids, they said. Kids would be fun, they said.
There's a reason why you don't have kids when you're old.
Mr. Claude is working this morning, Bernard.
It's okay, we're doing another show tomorrow.
Not with me. That's why I'm here today. Okay.
Yeah, the reason why you probably didn't get a notice is because we didn't get a notice. We just rocked up and started. There was no warning.
It's just, oh yeah.
Hey, Beans is live.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
Yeah, I'll be right. I gotta go get a. Hang on.
Oh my god.
Ignore Nightbot.
What's Nightbot saying?
Oh, I forgot to turn off the setting for it's time to vote.
Ah, yep.
I have to see if.
Run that by me again. What is next week's topic?
It's a surprise for the viewers, so I can't tell you right here, right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotta put guardrails in. Duh.
Guardrail.
Guardrails.
I was calling them tech rails. Guardrails.
It's like I gotta.
That's
put
what I was trying to refer to before, Steve.
Like, no, not I'm trying to find.
Oh, you're fine.
Too short. How long have we been on?
Almost an hour and a half. Maybe.
Oh,
89 minutes.
an hour and 39 minutes. Yeah, this one's definitely taking longer.
How long does it normally take you, Steve?
I don't know. I haven't never seen it. Let's see. Well, when I shot the video, there was an hour and I think an hour and 12 minutes of video. Well, I'm visiting too, so I guess.
Did you see Bernard C's last comment, Shannon?
I think he just muted herself.
Shannon's just shaking his head. Now he's going to be self-conscious. He's going to be very self-conscious.
I'm so glad I don't have kids anymore.
Yeah.
Did I think I messed up.
Hello, it is Humanity Junction is in the house.
Oh
Hey,
God!
how's it going, Heath? Hello.
Who gave him a computer?
You were the featured channel of the week.
And Bernard C says, Steve, seen you working on a switch earlier. Must have been on your channel.
Yes, it took me 24 hours to upload all those videos. Unbelievable.
Oh, Ray's still here.
Yeah, Ray never disappears.
He's just been quiet.
I think he's trying to prevent me having a heart attack or something.
Is it because I'm so entertaining?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen now, Shannon, now that Heath's on.
Yeah, nah, Heath will give us some technical difficulties.
And there it is.
Oh,
There
God.
it is.
Oh, God.
We came close already once with the tackling of Shannon's accent. Now we finally have had the attack on his hair.
Actually, looking at the camera angle, the conditioner has actually made my hair really puffy.
Fluffy! It's so fluffy!
So I've got the weirdest hair. What do you call those swirl things on your head?
The cow thingy. What do they call them? Cow lick? No.
I would say Kelly.
Yeah,
Frown marks.
yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Frown marks.
What did Crystal say?
She was agreeing with you.
Okay.
Anyway, I've got 3 of them. I've got one here, and then one on the front of my head.
Oh, Ray. Had it again.
Yes, I'm writing that one down.
Ray has had it again.
Okay, tell me what it is. Don't keep it to yourself.
Toilet stolen from the police station. Cops have nothing to go on.
Oh man, you need to write a book. That is. That's good.
Oh
He's
my
just
God.
quiet this morning.
Okay, now I will file this again. That was stupid.
Sparky, Sparky.
Sparky.
Yeah, he just rocked up.
Hi, Sparky.
Hello, Sparky.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Of course, Sparky's
Now,
popular.
let's see if this works. Okay. Okay. Out of the jig.
With those
Sometimes
points,
you have to push the guardrails over a little bit.
so with those points, Steve, do they give you like a, you know, like how Fast Tracks does the jig for the rest of the sleepers to fill in the gaps? Do you have to hand lay those?
Well, you got a couple of options. They sell, Fast Tracks has a really, they call them quick sticks.
Yeah.
And they are super expensive. Claude just uses wood ties. I'm going to just cut off plastic ties off my Atlas turnout. So that's how I'm going to accomplish it.
Oh, okay. If it makes the desired effect, why not?
Yeah, I'm making this up as I go.
It's the only way to go.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
If it works, that's not stupid, right?
That's what they say. Like I said, this is only number 5. Ooh, that works. Sweet. Okay. Awesome sauce. Okay, now that's good. Now I got to do the points. Oh my goodness. Let's
Everyone.
see.
Oh. That didn't work how oh god, that didn't work out how I wanted to.
Give up smoking, Shannon.
I don't smoke.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Nancy's here.
Okay. Now to solder the points to the throw bar without soldering.
Ray goes, okay, Sparky's here.
Quick, be good. We have to be good.
Oh, these jokes Ray's coming up with, my god, they're gold. Hi, Nancy.
He was high this morning.
That second one nearly killed me. We all now know Ray's agenda. He's trying to slaughter the technician.
Slaughter? That's harsh words.
What? Everyone else is pretty much slaughtering me. I mean, look at what he's doing.
He's the only one that's gone after your hair so far.
Nah, Container Man does as well. But he's actually.
Yeah, but
Does anyone know what's happened to Container Man? I haven't seen him in like a week, 2 weeks now.
Yeah, he hasn't had an accident or anything on the road, has he?
No, he sent me an obscene message yesterday.
Obscene how?
I can't. I don't know why I'm lucky. I got it.
Okay. Well,
PG.
okay. Was it over 50 or under 50?
It contained nudity.
Oh, dear God.
It's like, come on, Container Man.
Nothing wrong with that.
It is when your wife sees it. It's like, why are they sending you that?
I thought it was bad enough that he showed his bald head to us.
I usually go to my wife and go, hey, look what I just got sent. And she looks at it and she's like, oh, yeah, no.
What?
Well, Leslie says he put a video up recently.
Container Man sent Steve an obscene nude photo.
And it was not of him, thank God.
See, that's the difference. See, if Container Man had my contact details, I'll be sending a nudity of myself.
What was on Messenger, I'll forward it to
boys.
you.
Because the
He
thing
says around, just not posting videos.
No, I'm not meaning about posting videos. He's usually in the chat. I haven't seen him in
Yeah.
chat in like a week, 2 weeks.
We haven't been in chat for ages. I mean, he didn't even comment that I was away on the weekend.
Yeah. Like, usually he's the first one to be like, oh, hey, Ali, how are ya?
True.
She wasn't there to say hello, so how was he going to say, hey, Holly, how are ya?
Because we were expecting him to be like, where's Ali today?
Yeah, I know.
I miss her.
I'm just saying.
Jesus, kid.
Are you jealous, Crystal?
What?
What was that, Ali?
I said, are you jealous, Crystal?
No.
Because he's not looking for you.
Nah, she's got 2 other boys that look up to her.
Well, she has to look after.
Yeah.
Spin, spin, spin.
Spin, spin, spin.
We're dizzy now.
Yeah.
Are you trying to wear off the sugar?
Leather thong? Who wears a leather thong?
What?
Jeez. We start talking about Container Man and all of a sudden it's about me wearing a leather thong. Who wears a thong?
Oh. Come on, guys, keep it PG. Come on, we don't want to get.
It's beans. It can be M-rated. Jeez. As long as no nudity is shown, then if nudity is shown, then it's R-rated. We can talk about it, but
Okay, look, see?
Careful.
We're like almost done. Now it's just fine tuning it. I'll find my file.
Come on, go faster.
I also have to get my track gauge. Here we go.
spin, spin, spin. This damn kid. Where's Andreas? Bye-bye. Boo.
He's tired.
Yeah, that's why he's playing. He's like, can I just go to sleep?
Yeah, Dad.
Well, I'm not stopping him.
I need to pull this one off. There.
How's that go again, Shannon?
I have to wait for the next one.
What?
Are you on?
Yeah.
Burn the crap out of
He's asking you a question, Steve. He says, looks good. Is it engaged?
Well, that's what I'm checking right now. I've got one little goof pot right here that's being a booger. It's a little tight.
Yes, Leslie. That is the back on track merchandise.
I broke mine.
Steve's already broken his.
I dropped my cup this morning.
Oh.
That's why he's so salty at the moment.
Oh boy, I was not happy.
Ugh.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I think almost like we can call this one duck soup. I beat the crap out of my finger. Look at that.
Roy!
Speak of the devil.
Is that Roy?
Are you talking about my hair or Shannon's?
$10 Heath messaged him and gone, hey Roy, they miss you.
Stranger danger.
Oh, Ray's back. I think another joke's coming.
No, he's just seen Container Man. He's just going to let Container Man roll with it.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I can call this one done.
Jesus Christ.
You're still laughing at those jokes, aren't you, Shannon?
Oh. Well, I've been writing them down because of gold.
No, just you, Heath. It's only been you so far. Yeah, John, I think his ears were ringing.
I'd say more than ringing. I'd say they'd be burning.
No, they'd be ringing from Heath going, they miss you.
I'm going to be spending all day finding pieces of rail all over my house.
Mm-hmm. Hey, computer, kill Flanders. My ears are burning. Great. Now finish the job.
Okay, so now, let's see. Now I'm going to attempt, what time is it? Oh, crap. I'm going to have to go here pretty soon. I got too much work to do. But I'm going to try to make one of those snap springs.
Well, if you're going to go soon, that works for me because Andreas has this thing where if he wakes up in the middle of the night, he won't go back to sleep until I go to bed. He will stay up to keep me company by dragging Mum out of bed.
Oh.
I think Container Man's being nice to you tonight, Shannon.
Okay. Number 5's in the books.
Ta-da!
There. I only have 30 more to do.
30?
At least. Look, see? Hey, look, see? We on a roll.
He says that's impressive, Steve.
Now, Steve, you have counted how many left hands and how many right hands you need, yeah?
Well, probably all. Mostly right hand.
The mostly right hand.
And my first 3 were left hands.
I was going to say, Steve, that didn't sound all that confident.
Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. I did it again. Holy crap, I made another left hand. Okay, I got another left hand. I was going to make a right hand today, but I made another left hand.
Actually, I was going to say, next thing you'll know, we'll see Steve again, and Steve will be like, God damn it, I have all right hand turnouts, I don't have a single left hand.
Hey, stranger danger. Hello, Claude.
I can't believe I did that.
Hey, I don't know if I want to be on this group. I sound a little wired.
Everyone's just
Actually, you would have had a good laugh with some of the jokes Ray Bowell was sending out on chat.
He's on fire this morning.
Oh. Hang on, Jack. Actually, I don't even think I'm subscribed to Jack Jack. So how was work today, Claude?
Steve make points.
Oh, it wasn't. There really wasn't much. I had to go to the dump and dump some trash and go by and consult on a job, and that was pretty much it. But it was all the way across town, so
yeah.
Well, I see you missed me. I burned my finger. I dropped my coffee cup and shattered it. And I made another left-hand switch that I don't need.
That you don't need?
Well, I need mostly right hands, and I've made 4 left hands.
Well, I've done all those things, so.
Yeah.
Slow clap.
Hey, Claude.
Yeah.
I missed out on I missed out on a really good deal yesterday, and literally I wanted to buy one because you're getting me into narrow gauge, and 2, I wanted to rub it in a little bit on you.
Okay, what'd you get?
No, I missed out. Literally, I missed out by like a few minutes.
Oh, there you go.
This lady, she was selling her K36 HON3 brass. And
I saw one yesterday for 200 and something. Was that the same one? Was it painted?
Yeah, she sold it for like 200 or 250.
Yeah. I saw it was about 2 1/4, and I thought, well, that'll go up at least another $100, if not 100.
No, it wasn't on eBay. It was on a server.
Oh.
She literally, yeah, it was on a chat forum. She's literally said, you know, she posted up her eBay link. No one was bidding on it, and then she just messaged. Then she just got onto there and goes, okay, first person to message me. She started. No, she sold it at 200 because she started off at 250, and then she's like, first person to message me, right, $200 for my K36 HON3.
Was it United Brass? If it was and she was here in the States?
Yeah, in the States.
If it was United Brass, it was probably the same one I looked at.
There's
K37, yeah, K37 painted, factory painted.
Nah, this was a K36.
Oh, a K37. The one I looked at was a K37, which I don't know that you can tell the difference unless you got a magnifying glass out, but
Gets hired.
But it was cheap too, and I almost bought it, and and then I talked myself out of it. So, of course, it wasn't DCC; it was just DC. But
Hey, Claude.
Yeah.
I got my bathroom tiled yesterday.
Did you?
I did a.
And you're not grouting today?
I'm supposed to be grouting right now.
Actually. I see that. I would think you'd want to get it grouted and get it done.
Well, this was more fun.
Oh, that's for sure. Hey, here, did I show you this?
I can't see. Wait a minute. I gotta have to go. I can't. Okay, what? Show me. Oh yeah, you told me you were doing. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I took four of the small ones and put them together.
Oh, nice.
And got to stay in camera.
It was
made a little bit bigger.
Sweet.
It was a sunset model.
Yeah, no problem.
Sunset model. Okay.
Yeah.
You had asked me about that. Is that the one you asked me about the other day?
No, I was asking you about Key Imports Challenger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she was in Michigan.
Huh.
Hey, Shannon.
I guess I missed that one.
Hang on, what? Am I missing out on a joke?
Yes. Another Ray Babel one.
Hang on, where is it?
God.
2 hunters go into the forest to hunt grizzlies. They see a sign that said bear left, so they went home. Oh, come on, Ray. That's a blonde joke.
What was the one I saw yesterday on Facebook? Was if Facebook, Twitter, and what was the other one? Yeah, see, I shouldn't even have mentioned it until I remembered it. It was pretty funny though. Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram,
and YouTube. If YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter all got together, merged, they'd call it "Hey, you twit face." Okay, I'm going to go down and get some plaster just for that. Steve, you need me to make you a cast for your burnt finger?
Yeah. Look at that, man. I tried it.
Oh yeah. Wait till you get the inside of your wrist or something. That's when it feels good.
Ooh.
I did that when I was putting the hot glue on the cardboard webbing.
I did that with my thighs. I was wearing shorts and I dropped some solder on my thighs. Oh, that stings.
Well, when I was plumbing, I was still a helper, and a guy I was helping. He's up on a ladder soldering above his head. And all of a sudden he throws the torch down and the solder down, and he kind of basically slides down the ladder, slapping his face. He dropped solder between his lip and his gum. Gum. Yeah, you should have seen him, man. I mean, he was just smacking himself. I was laughing so hard I couldn't help him. Of course, I couldn't have done anything for him anyway, but
yeah.
I thought it was bad when I hit my hand on the on my mum and dad's oven the other night.
So you say no
You
to
were
me.
trying to heat up dinner, and I was leaning in and went, touch. Oh, that stung for ages.
yeah.
That was like me when I was
those kind of things that burn deep.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That was like me when I was soldering the wiring under my lamp. It was a hot day, so I'm lying on my back, wiring with above my face, and I've done something. I've dropped the soldering iron, and it's landed on my face.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it sticks. Solder tends to stick to you.
No,
Yeah,
this wasn't solder. It was a soldering iron.
Oh, soldering iron, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
those will stick in you if you're not careful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mum looked at me and was like, "What happened to your face?" I'm like, "Oh, I got burnt again." And she's like, oh, "Gotta be careful." I'm like, "I was being careful. My finger slipped."
Okay.
Hey Ali,
Hey, Shannon.
do you have Team Viewer?
No. And there's a reason why I don't have that.
No, because Andreas is literally staying awake because he's waiting for me to go to bed. And the poor thing is literally just waiting, so it's either I end the stream now or someone Team Viewers my computer and ends it when everyone else is getting done.
Yeah, well, then you better end the stream then.
Just as Claude arrives.
Well, look at him.
I got to go to work.
I don't do anything on my account.
Are you being destructive, Andreas?
He's poking my eyes out.
Hey, leave your mother alone. Stop picking on your mother.
Never pick on Mum.
Yeah, because she can take away the toys.
That's right.
Oh, he doesn't care. He makes his own fun. You take away the toys, we'll use the saucepans. Hey, that's the problem. He will wait till I am actually in bed.
What a gooey mess. Jeez.
Do you need to do that magic thing where you walk up and down the hall with him for a bit? And
No,
he just goes,
because he's going through this growth spurt, unless he's well fed before I do that. Good luck. Alright.
yeah. If he just leaves the stream going, it'll be going till, like, you know, morning for him, which would be like 12 hours.
Actually, if you want, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Stream settings, enable auto stop, enable. Unplug the laptop. I don't care if it's got 100%. High performance.
Reminded me, I've got to send you some stuff too, Shannon, for painting.
Go.
Oh my god.
Because you're a better painter than me.
Okay, I've just unplugged my laptop. I've set up the stream so as soon as my laptop shuts down, which will obviously disrupt the feed from XSplit to YouTube, it'll automatically end the stream.
Yeah, but that laptop could be going all night.
Oh, no. It's got 55 minutes. It's a high-performance laptop.
Ah.
Like, we are talking... trying.
Are you trying to make
Predator Helios. 100.
Ah! Yeah.
This thing's got a 3200 milliamp hour battery and fully charged only lasts an hour. That's how power hungry this thing is.
Battery.
Sorry?
It's a small capacity battery.
Was it 3248 watt hours?
I have no idea what's online.
Actually, it could be the 3800 milliamp hour, which is 58 watts. Either way, my laptop is very power hungry. Like, in the time that we've been talking, it now says it's got 50 minutes. So, I'll leave the stream running. I'll mute my end. Good night, everyone.
Night, buddy.
Good night, Shannon.
I'll pop myself
Shannon.
out.
Good night, Crystal.
Good night.
Good night, Crystal and Andreas.
Yeah.
Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, Roy, my computer doesn't do that unless I unplug it anyway, so I've just unplugged it. It'll do its thing, it'll keep running. And
I'm going to mute the actual laptop.
and there it is.
What?
Roy.
24 hours. Oh, good night, Shannon.
Yeah. So good night, everyone.
Night.
That's a great view of the world, Claude.
I'll get this sent out to you, Steve.
I will get yours out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't forget, everybody, like, subscribe, bell icon, comments.
Ali,
and-
you can stay. Jesus.
I know, but just while Shannon's still here because it's annoying. Merchandise.
Careful.
Alright. Anyway, just remember you got 50 minutes. So set a timer.
Be careful.
Everyone's saying good night to you, Shannon.
Yeah, I can see that. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all.
Oh, good night. Says sweet dreams.
Yeah. I guess I'll see everyone next time. We might do another beans tomorrow. I don't know yet. I've doubled back on that idea now.
I can't be here tomorrow.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Anyway. Otherwise, I'll see you guys Saturday.
All right.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Hey, mute yourself, Shannon.
Bedtime.
Just want to make sure. Hey, Ali, can you just say something quickly?
Something quickly.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure the audio's working.
Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on chat, guys, so don't think I've forgotten you.
Okay. Well, I was going to go, but then Claude jumped on.
Yeah, what are you up to, Claude?
I'm that place that I tore out the other day to make room for the trestle bench. I'm putting plaster in it. My plaster showed up yesterday. I'd already used what little I had left, and I got a thin coat on it, but it needed more.
Yep, yeah.
I'm getting that put on right now. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing on that.
I can see the top part.
Right here in a second. Let me. I'll show you when I get my hands wiped off a little bit.
So for everyone,
I can move it here without getting my phone all nasty.
Yep. So for everyone else playing at home, if we suddenly randomly cut out for no reason without saying goodbye, we're not being rude. We're just ending the stream.
Because Shannon put us on a timer.
And I'm not sure how long that timer is.
He said 50 minutes, but then he also said it's power hungry, so it may not last that long.
Exactly. So
can you see what I'm doing now?
yep, got a great view of that now, Claude. Yeah, I think Leslie's right. We should talk about your hair, Heath.
Is Heath here?
Yeah.
Yes, Heath is here.
Hey, Heath. Well, I don't have chat. I don't have chat open. I just have my phone on, so.
We have
Yeah, that's
Sparky
why I've
too.
got-
I don't, is Sparky still on?
I haven't seen him comment for a while. I'm not sure if he's still here.
That was cool to have him jump on.
I think he said he had to duck out for something. He just said BRB, which is be right back. So I don't know if he's actually going to be right back or not. Yeah, pretty much, Roy. If it just goes black, then it's all over. Red Rover. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go there, Heath. Yeah, he probably was on a break. I don't know. I don't know what he was. He's just disappeared now.
Is that Sparky?
Yeah, Sparky. That was ages ago now.
There we go. There, now it snaps. That's cool. You got to do about at least 3 of them before you get one that actually works.
Well, are you going to use the toggles on them and the wired frogs, or?
I honestly I haven't figured that part out yet. I've always wanted to do this. I'm kind of convincing myself that I can do it. I'll probably end up taking them all off because I like the idea with the switches because the way
Well, you could leave the snaps on there.
yeah, I may. I don't know. The jury's out on what I'm doing on this. So far, I'm just trying to figure out if I can even do it.
Yeah. Well, you use those toggles on there, and then they make wiring the frog really easy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
And
probably
it'll acts as your switch too, your manual switch.
right. Well, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just seeing if I can do this. Except I need to quit.
I think that'll work pretty good.
I need to go to
So I
work.
keep telling my wife I can ice a cake. I just use my hand.
Well, Bernard's off, so we'll see you later, Bernard.
See ya,
See
Bernard.
you later, Bernard. Okay. Oh boy, more white plaster to paint.
Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna scoot. I got a grout. I got an all-day grouting job. So this was
All
fun.
day? That shouldn't take you all day.
Nah, I got to put the bathroom back together. Is a problem.
Oh, that'll take you the other half a day.
Yeah, I mean, I got to get it grouted, and then I got to put everything back together so that it looks normal when wife comes home from work this evening. Yeah,
I need to wash my hands before this stuff sets up. Be right back.
day one. All righty, Claude. I'll see you later because I'm gonna scoot.
All righty, take care.
Peace out.
See you later, Steve. Take
Yeah,
care.
Ally. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you guys
Thank
later.
you, Steve. It was great watching you build points, build turnouts. Got to stop calling them points. They're
Well, the good thing
turnouts.
is they're going to get better. You know, kind of. They've got to get better. So,
Well, you can't get worse, right?
no, that's right. Can't get worse. All righty. Later, guys. See you,
Okay,
guys. See you
Steve.
Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
And then there was one. What's going on in chat? No, Roy, Steve had to take his bathroom apart to put the tiling in. So he's done the tiling and today he's grouting. So, yeah, fun and games. And then he's got to put the bathroom back together after that. So,
So what do you think? I think I could just leave that stick under it like that. Couldn't I?
well, is it strong enough to support it?
I don't need to trust it, man, so I just leave the stick there. Probably. Of course, the only reason the bridge is up there is because I've got the clamps on it, holding it up there with the hardboard. But no, I had to have in this area, I had to have more room for the bent that was going to go there, and I'm still going to have to modify it, cut it off on this corner down here, and do some other work to it that's will make it go in there. Cause see, here's the bent that's going to be in here.
Oh,
Be like that. So see, it's can't see it. It won't go all the way over. Well, this is going to be back here, and then I'm going to do one out at an angle off of that one, and some other stuff on it. And I'll do the same thing here. I'll put this one here, and of course it'll be up on a footing because you see how high up it is. And then I'll do another one. I'll do another one at this angle back to it.
I didn't know.
So it's going to be kind of cobbled together, but I think it'll look okay once I get done. And then the one up here for the narrow gauge will be another timber trestle up here, and I'll build it in place. So
Okay.
I think for the runners up here, I'm going to wet the wood and actually bend it. I've got some balsa I've got stained for that, and I'll glue them together. I'll wet them and I'll glue them together and I'll bend it. I used to do that with control surfaces on airplanes. It works pretty well. And that way it'll be curved around right underneath where it needs to be, and then it'll be one solid piece all the way from each end, and then I can build everything up underneath it to hold it up. Because it's very uneven down here on this end. So, let my water splash there, water run off. It's a little bit of
That snow shed is awesome.
little bit of the Woodland Scenics water effects, and then the dryer sheets that I was using before. You take them; they're real fibrous, and so you take them and you can spray them out like that, and they look like running water instead of using paint. Kind of trying to paint it, and then I'll go back over that with the water effects, which gives me the real wet look that you see on here.
That looks so
I don't know if you can see it on the phone. It doesn't look like it shows that well, but in person it shines real well off the light.
It's the color. The color just looks
goes all
great.
the way.
And it looks like it's flowing right from the top.
Yeah, well, I did green. I did some. Yeah, well, it's coming from right up there.
Yeah. And
This little spot up here.
Yeah, you can see like a path.
But I want to put a waterfall off of here. Yeah, I did. I did that in the plaster, and then I put some rock molds around it to help with it. I've got to put a lot more trees right here in this area. It's going to be very tree lined up in here. And then I want to put a waterfall off of this rock, coming down and hitting down in here, and then there'll be a waterfall off of here, coming on down here to this side. So that's the next. Once I get this vent fixed in here, and I know what it's going to be, then I'll finish the waterfall, and then I'll put this steel trestle in, paint it, and get it put in. And once I do that, then I can run loop to loop on my standard gauge. This is the one. This is the western loop, return loop, and the eastern return loop is. No, take it back. This is the eastern. Oh, I don't remember. This is one of them, and the other one's back down in here inside.
But you can run continuous trains.
Whoa, there we go. Yeah, but then I can run a continuous train exactly on the standard line, standard gauge. And the narrow gauge is never meant to be a continuous run line. It was going to be point to point all the way. But I wanted the standard gauge interface, down here in the yard where it interfaces together. And then this yard will be all narrow gauge. And it'll be a point to point to the towns up on the top side. But that turnout I was working on a few beans ago, I got put in, got it wired up and working. And then after I get that back there done, I'll be doing this here. And I'm thinking I may redo some of this right here, but haven't decided yet. So anyway, part of it's going to depend on if the wife makes me retire like she wants, or if I continue to work any length of time at all. Okay.
I'm
going to go downstairs and sit down.
You know what? The number
See
of
there, you can
times.
see it with just the track lights on it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the number of times I've
And
watched
it'll be
you
over there where all the
Sorry, Claude. I'm just answering Roy here, just saying that.
I was just going
you
to say
guys-
over there where that. Okay, what?
You guys inspire me. So, yeah, I do want to build my own layout, but, you know, space and time and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, I'll have a bridge. It'll go from that yellow bottle back here in the corner, and it'll go across over here where that backboard ends, backdrop stuff ends. I don't have it up on these yet, and then it'll come around to a town that'll be right here on the second level. But,
I was going to say,
slowly but surely.
Backdrop first.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Before I do any more of the upper deck, I want to get the backdrops in because it's too hard to put it on underneath the backdrop, like I did the first backdrop. I had already had everything in place before I got that backdrop, and then trying to get it put in there was not fun at all.
Found out the hard way.
Not fun at all. I saw you got your pillow.
Mm-hmm.
It's purple.
It's purple. Color of royalty.
Purple. Well, that's a good sized pillow.
Yeah, this is the 20 inch, I think. Yeah, I think it was 20. 20 inch or 20 centimeters or 20 something. It was 20 something.
Yeah, I remember 16 and 20. Yeah, 16 or 20 or something like that. Well, I'm going to turn this on so I can see. Hang on, let me mute everything.
Bye, John.
Shouldn't have an echo.
Oh, I forgot I haven't got this muted. Oops. Luckily, it's not playing.
See you, John. Hey, Roy, where you at these days?
Yeah, we were talking about Roy, and he popped on. It was just like your ears were burning.
Hey, Nancy. Oh, mercy. Well, the wife has decided she wants a swimming pool and a hot tub. So, been contacting swimming pool companies. And they're all swamped right now because of the virus stuff. Everybody wants a swimming pool. So it's been booming for their business. It's been working out great for them. But I've been trying to get appointments lined up and that kind of stuff. So it's been kind of a mess this week.
Well, I think we're lucky we caught you today.
Are you in Oklahoma, Roy? Where at? Hey, Roy, where at in Oklahoma? I-35, okay. You going north or south? Well, Nancy's not going anywhere.
No, it's because she was saying goodbye to John. And Roy got confused.
Yeah. Roy's probably going south to Dallas, Fort Worth area or further. I'm off of I-44 in Tulsa. So.
He's going north, Claude.
He's going north. Oh, he's headed into Kansas. Well, do you live in Nebraska, Roy? Is that where it seemed like I heard something about that you lived in Nebraska or someplace like that? So he may be heading home.
You've been quiet for the last couple of days. What have you been doing all this time?
Roy? It took us about an hour ago. Oh, well, you're already in Kansas then. Or almost in Kansas. He's probably up around Blackwell by now. Into Wichita. Who all's left on here? Let's see. You and I are on here, so there's 4 other people, Roy and Nancy and Heath's on here still, I think. Oh, Steve is the other one. He's listening, he's eavesdropping on us.
In case we start talking about him behind his back. And Nancy's on here too.
Yeah, I saw Nancy was on here. I'll say Nancy and Roy and Heath, I think, are the only other ones on her besides us. Yeah, I saw that yesterday on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook very much, but I was scrolling through stuff on there, and I I saw somebody put that meme up. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube got together, merged to be U-Twit face. Thought that was pretty good.
I was going to tell my joke. My joke about the
Tell your joke.
plethora. The joke about the plethora.
What's about the what?
Plethora. It's a word for a lot.
Yeah.
It's a play on the English language. Anyway, old man's
Okay.
wife dies, and of course there's a big funeral. Everyone rocks up, and quiet old man sitting at the front. Everyone gets up, says a few words, that sort of thing, and how nice she was, what a lovely lady, that sort of thing. Anyway, old man gets up. He's quietly surveying the room, just standing there, and he says one word. He says, plethora. And then he goes and sits back down next to the widow, the husband, whose wife died. And he says, thank you so much. That means a lot. It's good, right?
That's bad. That sounds like something my dad would say. He used to make bad jokes like that.
Brilliant joke.
Yeah, my dad's favorite was, training cats and dogs, and there's poodles all over the place.
My dad's one was always, that's the way the cookie crumbles and then the wheels fall off. He used to say that all the time. I think he's still here.
Yeah. He's sort of here.
Sort of here.
Painting some marbles, and I cleaned up my mess. Yeah. It is, Heath. It's definitely a dad joke.
I think it's a brilliant joke.
I definitely got my sense of humor from my father.
Well, my brother
I didn't think I'd get back in time to get on here. So,
and everybody else left.
yeah.
Are you going to be around
Well,
tomorrow?
the only reason I'm staying on here now is because the stream's open. I hate to, leave the stream blank.
Yeah. Are you going to be here tomorrow? Or are you working tomorrow?
No, I won't. No, I'm actually playing golf tomorrow.
Ah. Gentlemen only, maybe forbidden.
Yeah, that was already planned. So, and now that I'm out of quarantine, been out of quarantine for a while now, but now that we're out of quarantine, my work is, it could be any day. We have been having this mass of gnats that have been in the house, and we thought it was just our problem. But my wife's got them at work, my daughter's got them at her house, and some other people were complaining about them here in the neighborhood. And they're not big swarms of gnats, it's just individual gnats in the house. Driving us crazy.
Didn't you say that one of your daughters or something had the showstopper? Are they okay?
Yeah, my granddaughter and my daughter both had it. That's why we were in quarantine, because we'd been in contact with them.
Ah.
But then, we kind of stayed away from everybody for a couple of weeks just to make sure we didn't get it. And my wife and I, neither one have. In fact, my daughter and granddaughter went bowling with us the other night. We were in a bowling league, and my granddaughter went with us. She went up there and sat and watched us. But, yeah, I think it's way overblown. My daughter got, she had she felt bad for a week, got weak, and didn't get, wasn't hungry, which she lost some weight doing that. But she never really got sick. She never had a problem breathing or anything like that. So the people that are having that kind of problem are the ones that had problems already. But I don't think it's that much worse than regular flu. And I've never ever had the flu, so I don't know if I didn't catch this or not.
Claude,
I get flu shots every year, but I don't ever get flu shots.
Claude, your internet's glitched a little bit, and I think there's a bit of a lag between your voice and what your mouth is doing because it doesn't seem to be matching up. It's only like just a little bit of a lag. I don't know. You're talking, but your mouth's not moving.
Well, that's a trick. Make sure. No, I'm on the good Wi-Fi. I don't know what it is. I noticed there was the computer screen is lagging real bad.
Oh, now you're frozen.
But unless there's something going on with the neighborhood, the line in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're frozen now.
I don't know. Well, say
You broke.
something.
Yeah.
On the phone?
Hang on. No, it's still frozen. And the look on your face is hilarious.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that on there. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, Heath says, oh, and he's gone. He's gone. He's just me. Oh, okay, guys, you're stuck with me. Wait, here we go.
Is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
Heath just says, I think that's just Claude. He's from another dimension. Yeah, America.
Yeah, I think he's caught on.
Oh, yes. Well, he can't rip on Shannon at the moment because he's not here, so he's ripping on
Yeah, I
you
wish
instead.
he'd taken that Nightbot off.
No, Nightbot's still going.
I know. I wish he'd taken it off. Is it better for you now, Nancy?
Steve says you need to trim the hair in your nose.
Yeah, well.
I don't know what
My wife says I need to shave, so there you go. Let's see who wins that one.
Happy wife, happy life, Claude.
Oh, I know. Well, she's got all the money, so, what do you want? See, now on my phone screen, Shannon's screen is the big one. One of the two small ones.
Oh,
Now
okay.
on the computer, it's bigger, but
I hope he hasn't left us enlarged or something like that.
he said Steve shouldn't say that to you, Alan, about trimming your nose hair.
Hey, Steve? What's that aimed at me? Oh, Steve, you are getting
Now you're in trouble.
Oh, Steve is in trouble.
He says he stays in trouble, though, so.
He's not far behind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's glitchy today. There could be something in the neighborhood. They may be working online or something. I know some of the other neighbors in the neighborhood gripe about the internet every now and then, but it's usually pretty good for us.
Well, you look a lot better now on my end, Claude.
Well, that's amazing. I didn't think I could look good anywhere. Well, I should have shown this to Shannon. I got this one. This is last year's annual.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good magazine. It's nice and heavy. You
That's
get
a
six
full
copies.
like 100
Six copies. Yeah, you get six. No, you don't get 6 copies. This is $20-something for this. But then I get the Gazette, Let me go grab one. Well, I subscribe to the Narrow Gauge and Short Line Gazette, which is published up here in Missouri, not too far from where I live. So this is the one I get 6 copies of this a year for $40.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
very, very nice magazine, very well done, much heavier than Model Railroader. But they put all kinds of stuff in here about short lines and narrow gauge and people's layouts, but they go really in depth. It's even got blueprints and stuff like that on it. Well, here's this particular one. We're doing hand-laid stuff. See some of the hand-laid stuff
Wow.
like that. And then back here, they did
In colour too.
oh yeah, full color. Guy Scratch built this coach, and they'll put that kind of stuff in it. Then the other stuff I get, this is Cumberson Toltec Dispatch, Friends of the Cumberson Toltec. So if you donate money, and I forgot what it is, I think it was $25 or $30. They send you one of these every quarter or so. I'm not sure how many of these I get a year, but this talks strictly about the Cumberson and Toltec. Here's the route of the train. It's kind of hard to see on there, I know. Starts down here. Well, we took it from Chama, which is right down here, right through the Toltec Canyon, and then up to Antonito, Colorado. Well, when it goes through this canyon, it crosses over the line, Colorado New Mexico line, 11 times. That's how windy it is. It's 76 miles, and they go, I think they average less than 10 miles an hour on it. It takes all day, and they stop and feed you lunch. It's a good trip. But I get that, and it's even got good stuff on it, and you can't really see it, but on the back there shows the trestle vents and stuff on one of the steel trestles they have that they had to rebuild after a fire.
Is that the one you're basing yours on?
Well, kind of, yeah. It's Colorado narrow gauge, Colorado, New Mexico narrow gauge. So it used to be part of the Rio Grande. That was the Cumberson Toltec was the San Juan line, what they called the San Juan line, which went down to Santa Fe, and also over to Durango. And split off there at Chandler and went both ways. But yeah, it's narrow gauge. Colorado narrow gauge is what I'm basing mine on. But mine's a completely fictitious line. That way I could do whatever I wanted on it. I didn't have to try and model a particular thing.
That's it, Nancy. Get out your big stick and give him a whack.
Oh, who's getting whacked?
Steve, for being cheeky. Similarly to what you've got, Claude, we have a magazine as well, Australian SN Modeler.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And that's a Queensland logo on the front deck. But ours is, I think it's 4 issues a year.
Yeah.
So, summer, winter, autumn, spring. And so this is the last issue before our 100th issue. Our 100th issue is the September one that's coming out, which will be the spring issue. So I'm looking forward to that one. I've thrown in a couple of couple of photos in for that one from my collection. So hopefully there'll be some in there. I've put in some of my own articles in this magazine. It's a great magazine. Some great photos in here. Unfortunately, it's all like black and white. Sometimes they do colour issues, but there's stuff from Western Australia, South Australia, Queensland, prototype stuff. And of course, there's always some great photos that they put on the back as well.
Yeah. That's one of the nicest things about both of these magazines. This one's an annual magazine, obviously. and it's much thicker. It's got, I don't know how many pages are in this thing. Let's see, 109, about 115 pages. And they're all high glossy photos, high glossy stock paper on it. But it's...
this one's not as good. This one's only 27 pages, 28 pages.
Well, this is the annual, the one they do once a year. And it's I want to say $25 for this one. The other one that I showed you that was like that, the narrow gauge, the Shoreline Gazette, this one is also high glossy, heavy stock paper, but it's not as big. It's only about 100 pages. Actually, it's a little thinner, and the binding is different on it. So you can see this one is stapled together, and this one is not. This one's glued like a book would be. So it's much heavier than this one is, and this is a lot better than the Model Railroader magazine as far as the type of paper and stuff that they use on it. But it's all narrow gauge stuff, and they do not just the Colorado stuff. They do the Sierra stuff in the Sierras over in California, and then also like the Maine 2-foot and the East Broad Top over where
We have a magazine down here called Narrow Gauge Down Under, I think, which is, I hear that's not a bad one, but a lot of the prototypes aren't really Australian prototypes. They're American prototypes by modelers here in Australia. So a lot of it's nowhere dirty stuff, but, there's some great detail and great modeling in those magazines.
Yeah, the narrow gauge stuff is neat to work with because you get to work with the bigger scale, in my case, HO scale, but then the cars, aren't as big as HO. I mean, this is an HO scale boxcar. It's narrow gauge, so it's about a third of what a regular HO boxcar would be. It's not much bigger than N-scale boxcar, modern day boxcar. Of course, this is a wood sheath boxcar. But you've got the smaller rolling stock and smaller engines and stuff, but you get the same scale to model. So you're not having to do the tweezer, so much with the tweezers and stuff like you do on N-scale.
That's the advantage of S-scale too. I'll be right back and show you.
Yeah. Well, same kind of thing. And that's why OM3 is so big right now. Or OM30. Is because they get to work with the O-scale size buildings and everything else, but the trains are not huge.
So that's one of the kits that I'm working on at the moment. And that's got white metal bogies, and I haven't finished the underfloor detail yet, but you can get a good look at the bogie detail there.
Yeah, I like those.
But you can see,
a lot like the arch bar trucks, and I don't know if this.
Yeah, they're like that.
These are arch bar. I don't know if you can see it because I don't have that much light in here, but these are actually arch bar trucks.
We have trucks here in Australia too.
Yeah.
And this kit was basically, it's a one-piece casting, and then you basically just put the roof on and the ends. So you can see there's a join there which I need to clean up. Same with that end. This was actually a kit. This is wooden. The whole thing's wood, except for the bottom. I think it must be no, I think the bottom's wood too. They've just got a weight put in here. Because this thing's pretty hefty. Weighs almost as much as this engine I've got sitting here. I don't know why they had so much weight in there unless they wanted it to replicate a full boxcar. Yeah, that's the thing that worries me about this one, because it's a casting, and because it's cast as one piece, it's heavy. It's very heavy. And it's top heavy because the roof is a casting as well. So it's cast with the curve in it, but underneath it, it's flat. And and in between the curve and the flat bit, it's all solid. So there's a lot of weight into it.
Well, you could take a Dremel with a sanding drum on it. And
Yeah, I wish I had
that.
thought of that.
That would take some of the weight out.
I wish I had thought of that before I glued the roof on.
Oh, sure, put it on.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, that's one way you can try and take some of the weight out, top weight out of it anyway.
Yeah, I'm quite proud
Yeah,
of this one.
this boxcar, I didn't build this one. This one I bought like this, and the guy did a really good job on it. I need to replace the brake wheel shaft on it. It got bent, probably in shipping, but and it needs new couplers on it. But it's got the Central Valley trucks, which I really like. I've bought a whole bunch of these. You probably saw the springs on them.
Yeah, they're cool.
And if you push up on them, you can feel them give. And they're really nice because they're metal trucks, or bogies as you call them, with metal wheels and springs, and they actually do give.
I had some like that, but the problems I had with them, because they were metal bogies, if you put a very weighty wagon on them, when they compress, they short it out. So I have to choose one of those.
Yeah. Well, I bought a whole bunch of these trucks when I didn't know anything about Central Valley until I saw some on eBay, and I thought, oh, those look nice. And they were arch bar trucks, and so I bought some because I've got a bunch of wood kits for rolling stock that I have to build. And so I thought, well, we need the trucks and the couplers, so I bought a bunch of couplers and a bunch of trucks. And I found somebody had like 50 pair of these Central Valley arch bar trucks, and half of them hadn't ever been used. So some of them will have to clean up, but most of them I won't have to do anything to put them on the rolling stock. But they're a really nice truck, much better than KD's even.
Yeah, KDs are pretty good. I do like KDs, but again, I have that shorting issue.
Yeah, and I've got some microtrains too, because microtrains used to make HON3 stuff, and they quit. I don't know why. They probably just didn't sell enough of it, I guess. But most of your trucks for HON3 were kits that you had to build. And so when I found these Valley trucks and found out about Valley trucks, which they don't make anymore, people had tons of real old stock and have been putting them on eBay. And I've been buying them, and if I can get them for a good price, I'll take more of them. But sometimes they put them on there and they want $20 for a pair of trucks. They're not going to pay that. Because I think I've probably got 60 pair of HON3 Central Valley trucks, and I would guess I haven't paid $5 a piece for them per pair, not per truck, per pair.
That's not a bad deal.
No, it's not. The big group of them I got for a really good price. Kind of like that Flex Track I bought, that I didn't really need it, but for the price I couldn't pass it up. Because I can turn around and sell it off in thirds and get that much for each third. So it was.
So what's your on compensation, like in bogies and in locos and stuff? Like, because I know you do hand laid track. Does it make a difference?
Say again. Ask the question again. What was the
compensation, like in bogies and in locomotives and things like that? You know, like how they twist and compensate for rough track. Because I know you hand lay tracks, so maybe different.
Well, you still got to lay it pretty flat. I mean, you still got to lay the stuff pretty flat. I found that out on the trestle, on that wooden trestle. I had to take all that rail off and sand a little bit on top to get it to lay flat, because that was one of the reasons it kept, was derailing that one day. I was trying to figure out what it was, and I think that's what it was. It was when it came back and started back on that S-curve, it dipped to the inside, and that's where it was coming off every time. So I sanded that down, so now it comes over and it goes flat, and it doesn't dip on that one rail. So you got to have both rails. If one rail goes down, you're probably going to lose the car if it's very much. And the suspension on the trucks, I don't know it's that big a deal because you don't have that much weight on them. At least not normally, that I would think. I was kind of shocked when I felt this little box car, how heavy it was. And I don't know what it weighs. I've got the scale right here. Let's see here. This is 3.2 ounces. Let me change, see how many grams that is. Okay, that's 85 grams.
85 grams. That's
Yeah,
heavy for a
85. For that little bit, yeah, because it's only, 4 inches long? And it weighs 85 grams. Let's see how long this is.
You said it was made, it had a good step.
4 inches, 4.8 inches long. This is as big as this is, so, but it weighs 85 grams. It's pretty heavy for a car that size, I think it is anyway.
So when you're banking Wacos, you should be right hauling a train of them up.
Yeah, well, in hauling them up that grade, it's going to make them very prototypical for train length. The K27s or 282s, they were a little bit bigger engines, but I've got a bunch of C19s, which are 280s. And size-wise, they're really close, but I don't think they've got the pulling power that the 27s do. But we'll see. But I know on the railroad, if they're using K36s on the Durango Silverton, and if they put more than 8 or 9 cars, passenger cars on it, full of people, they have to use 2 engines. So they don't do that very often. They'll do it sometimes because they have what they call a train fest in Durango once a year, and I've been up there twice for it. And they'll usually do that. They'll usually have a double header at least once a day during the weekend. Because half the people up there are up there to photograph. They're not up there to ride the train. They're up there to photograph it. So they do a lot of drive-bys, if you will, for photo ops. And then they'll back up and do it again and let them get more pictures. So it's kind of a strange situation during Train Fest or whatever they call that up there. But on my site, I've got a picture of the wood-fired, I think it's a 10-wheeler. Take it back. It's not, maybe a 10-wheeler. A little bitty tiny locomotive compared to what it looks like something you see in a zoo or a kiddie land, you know. And it's wood-fired, and it's owned by a guy in Vegas, I think. And he puts it on a flatbed truck every year. I guess he does it every year. I don't know. I know it's been up there at least 2 or 3 times to Durango. And he'll take it up there and they'll ride it up and down. But he only pulls one car and a caboose. Because I think that's all that train would probably haul up that grade. But it's an 1870s, 1860s, 1870s era loco too.
I think that's the one that I might have seen on one of the Discovery Channel documentaries, Extreme Machines. I think they did a documentary on him.
Well, the one he's got it painted up as, let me look at my pictures here.
Was it a 440 American?
I think that's what it is. Let me look it up here real quick. And
That sounds very familiar. Also, Nancy's giving us a bit of we might be running out of time.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's not on that one. Oh, man. Here are places I might be able to find a better way.
Can you share screens on there, Claude?
Don't know.